moving on with the next question. What are some of the benefits and challenges of using Azure DevOps for deploying and managing SharePoint framework solutions?
Right. So it's a nice question. First thing is like, what are kind of an work that you are doing, whether it is SharePoint framework or maybe it could be anything else. DevOps is very much necessary. So wherever possible, I will request everyone or I will encourage everyone to go ahead with DevOps, because what happens mostly is we develop our solutions, and when it comes to the deployment, I have seen almost 60% of time that it fails. Just because that it was running on my machine, probably it doesn't work on the other machine,
It
right? So
fails.
yeah, it fails. So yeah, because it is saying that okay, this works on my machine, but we cannot ship my machine to our client, right? So that's the
Hmm.
reason DevOps play a vital role there, so that you can miss with any kind of an incremental updates that you are doing for your application. You can go ahead and test it before you go ahead with the any kind of a big bang approach of deploying everything. Because again, for example, if I take an example of SharePoint framework, we have got multiple dependencies, because even if you have seen, SharePoint framework is always up to date, and Microsoft is taking huge effort to get it up to the speed with what is happening into the market. So
Absolutely.
almost on a bi-weekly basis, we get a new release candidate for SharePoint framework. And then in this kind of an fast moving kind of a technology, if you want to sustain yourself, or if you want to create a sustainable kind of an products or solutions, definitely DevOps will help you there by maybe taking some time off of your deployment, or maybe just doing all those test cases. So it is not just for the deployment as well. So you can have the deployment, you can have the test cases run from that, you can create the packages that can be shipped as an independent packages as well. So all those kind of a thing can be done with DevOps. So if in case you are not using DevOps, I will through our conversation, I will encourage everyone to go ahead and explore the power of DevOps. So again, it is not just limited to SharePoint framework as we talk, but as I said, you can also use that with Power Platform solutions as well. You can use that with Azure solutions, again .NET framework based solutions. So it is pretty much simple. Again, if you want to go ahead and get some knowledge onto the DevOps, again, it is based on the YAML kind of a format, which is very much easy to understand. Miss, I can understand that DevOps journey is not an easy one. So because everyone wants to go ahead with the DevOps so that we can do the better deployments. Maybe everyone gets amazed with the Amazon kind of an examples, like every 16 seconds they do one deployment, right? So it is not at all easy to have those kind of a thing. But
Yeah.
when you will start your journey with DevOps, obviously it won't be easy. It is until you set it up the DevOps for yourself, and you get it acquainted to using DevOps, it is pretty much difficult journey. But once you get hold of it, once you start using it, once you see the benefits of using DevOps, definitely you will like it more, and definitely you will do some more explorations, and it will it is going to maybe I will say take almost 60% of your burden off, so that you don't need to think about the major deployments, and specifically like you don't need to spend your weekends or nights doing all those deployments, because you already know that what can happen, what is going to work and what is not going to work, right? So that's the reason DevOps is more essential. Go ahead
Hmm.
and implement it if you have not yet.
Great, great, lovely answer, Nandip. Just like to highlight one point here. You give the example of Amazon. Could you also give us an example of some other industry, perhaps, so all the different types of people in our audience could resonate?
Yeah, means at least Amazon is the very much famous example. That's the reason I thought I will put it forward to our audiences. So every 16 seconds they do the deployment. So deployment, it doesn't mean it has to be a wider deployment. It has to be a bigger deployment. Even the small kind of an features that can be rolled through deployment. Again, other examples is like even Microsoft. They use themselves DevOps lot. They do deployment for most of the things which are going on into the cloud area, mostly with Microsoft 365 or Azure, because there again you can see lot many things are happening, a lot of updates are going on into the background, and we won't be able to achieve that without DevOps. Again, there are other industries as well which are using DevOps, not just from the software industry, but as well from the product base, as well as from insurance base or maybe banking domain. They do go ahead and use DevOps. So DevOps is kind of an everywhere. Again, as I said, journey won't be simple to start with, but as you start using it, definitely you are going to enjoy and going to see those long-term benefits.
I'm so sorry. Uh, that's great, and I mean, who would not want 60 or 50% of their work to just
True.
become automated? And
Yeah,
I think that's why DevOps quite outshines, right, as a
correct.
technology.